Hey everyone, I am back. Sorry about the extended absence, but you know, just life. Anyway, so today I woke up kind of not feeling super great. Had a little bit of a headache, a little sore throat. So that's why I'm in my sweatshirt. So I just thought that I would do this video. It's going to be a tutorial on what I would consider like a classic face. Classic eye, classic lip. Um, just sort of kind of timeless and could really kind of work under a lot of different scenarios, like if you're going out or if it's just like a day. And sort of like I said, what I think is just sort of like a classic and timeless look. So it's going to be really simple, and if I'm not looking at the camera a lot or I'm squinting, it's because I ran out of contacts and I'm not wearing glasses, obviously, for this purpose. So I am doing this fairly blind right now. So I have no idea if the camera will be in and out of focus because right now in my viewfinder, everything's blurry, and that's just because I can't see. So bear with me if I'm a little out of sorts. It's just because I really can't see what I'm doing. Hopefully the lighting is okay for this. And that's about it. So I've already done my foundation and my concealer, and I powdered and I did my eyebrows for the sake of time, and then also I did a little bit of light contouring, and I forgot a brush. So at the end I'll take my hair down and it will sort of just be a finger brush out. I'm so together today. Anyway, so here we go. So we're going to start with the eyes, and the eyeshadow that I'm using today is from Physicians Formula. It is the Physicians Formula Matte Collection Quad Eyeshadow Collection in Classic Canyons. And these are the colors. Let me take this out. I am obsessed with their matte shadows. It took me a while to buy this, but it's amazing. So it comes with this cream color. Let's see which one's the lighter. I can't see anything. This is sort of a lighter brown, and then a medium, and then this is sort of like a gray with a blue undertone, sort of like a slate, or like a pewter gray. It's absolutely gorgeous, and this gray is the color that I'm actually going to be using today. So got my mirror. We're going to start out, this is just the way I do my makeup. So I'm going to take this sort of vanilla shade, and I'm going to run it up underneath, make sure, can you guys see? Okay, underneath my brow bone just a little bit. And I'm going to be working both eyes at the same time, but hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm doing on one. So I'm just sort of running this underneath my brow bone as the highlight, and then I'm going to take it a little bit more intensely. And this is going to be my lid color also. And I love these shots. Like I said, these eyeshadows are amazing. They are super creamy, so easy to blend. They are not chalky at all. The quality is amazing. I would say that these are, to me, right up there with the Urban Decay shadows, because they have amazing matte shadows. They're so easy to blend. They're so creamy. They're just amazing. And so are these. There's another color, it's called, I think it's called like Classic Nudes, and it has more browns. It doesn't really have like this kind of vanilla cream color in it. The lightest shade, which would I guess sort of be like the highlight shade, is a little bit darker. It's kind of a strange color, but I still want to grab it. Now I'm going to take just a fluffy brush. I'm going to tap it into this gray color, and I'm going to start in the middle of where my crease would be, into the socket, and then I'm going to work it, windshield wiper, and work it out. I always do that with sort of these darker colors because kind of never know where it's going to go. So if you kind of shove it on the outside and work it in, sometimes it ends up being a weird smeared mess. So I feel like just for my eye shape and my eye type that this works a little bit better. And it allows me to sort of figure out what I'm going to do on the end instead of just smudging color in there and then having to go back and kind of fix it. If I concentrate the color at the center of the eye instead of on the outside, it gives me a little more control, I feel. And if you hear a lot of stuff in the background, my daughter's home today. My son's at school. She's here with me, so she could end up being in and out once she realizes what I'm doing, because they both love to come in here and get on camera, as you guys have probably seen in previous videos. It's their favorite thing to do. So I'm not coming down on the outer corner. I'm just going to keep this sort of where my crease would be if I really had one. So we're just concentrating this on the crease. So for me, when I do this, I am sort of creating a crease because I have a hooded eye. So I really don't have a crease. So I'm just continuing to blend until it looks really smooth and not any harsh lines or skips in the color. And I have to do that really with any shadow I use. A lot of shadows tend to sort of skip and not look very even on my eyes because they're hooded and there's a lot of extra skin and it sort of moves around when I'm blending.
Can I say hi? Can I say hi?
Here she comes. I told you guys.
Can I say hi?
Okay, yeah, hold on. Just real quick, come here.
Hi.
Hi. Why are you getting all shy now? How old are you now?
Hi.
How old are you now?
4.
4. And do you go to school?
And
What kind of school?
preschool.
Preschool. All right. Say bye.
Bye.
See you later.
See you later. See you later. Crocodile.
See you later, crocodile.
See you, raccoon.
See you, raccoon.
Mama,
Alright, yep.
why you pack me everything you want to pack me? Why you didn't pack me carrots?
Oh, I forgot your carrots yesterday at school. Okay, so I'm just checking to make sure that these look even. Trying to see the best lighting in here to do that. Okay. So that's really it. Very simple how I have it on the eyes. Hopefully this comes through okay. So just really simple take on the eyes, nothing super fussy. I feel like you can do a lot of drama with your liner and some under the on the under eye, and then you can really take this into a night look very simply. Uh-oh. Lost my mascara. I'll be right back. And I'm back. So next we're going to do liner. I am using the Wet n Wild from the Fergie line. This is her gel liner. I can't tell. Oh, that is in focus. I just can't see. Haha. It's her cream liner in little black dress. And it just looks like it's super messy inside. This, I finally found along where, sorry, now that I'm filming, my nose is starting to run on top of everything else. I finally found a cruelty-free liner that does not smudge, it does not smear, it is not cheap quality, it's cheap in price because it's Wet n Wild, but it's not cheap in quality. This is the brush it comes with. It's not my favorite brush, but it actually works pretty good for my eyes. I forgot to clean it before this. But this stuff stays. It doesn't smear while I'm putting it on. It's just amazing. So this will be interesting, getting this on camera, trying to do this, make even wings. So I'm going to do a wing. I'm going to attempt to do just a small wing. We'll see. If you have a hooded eye, you know what I mean, or eyes that are slightly different shape, you start to do one and the other one doesn't look the same. I think there's something that goes around on YouTube about this. It's super hilarious. So you start to fix the other side, and then you have to fix the other side, and the next thing you know, you just have panda eyes because you just have a big thick line going across the top of your eye. That's me. So for my wing, for my eye shape type, because it's hooded and because this side hangs down farther than this side, so I have less lid space on this eye than I do on this one. I tend to do this side first because it's my more difficult side. And hope for the best. Okay, so I typically start in the center and work my way out. And now I'm working my way back in because I'm doing this one-handed. Normally, if I had both hands to work with, I would sort of work all the way across. But I get a little bit of crepiness in my eyelid because I have a lot of loose skin on my upper eyelid. So I kind of work my way to the end of my eye. I'm gonna get a little bit more product on my brush. And fingers crossed, let's see how this goes. So I'm just gonna try and make this a smaller wing. Oh, that worked out quite well how I wanted it. Okay, so now I'm just gonna leave it alone, and you could, I don't know if you could see the way I do it. You'll see there's kind of like a ledge, and that's just how I have to do my winged liner, is leave that ledge instead of connecting the whole thing across, because the skin comes down, and so I have to kind of work it over the skin, the top of the flap, into the liner on my lid, my lower lid part, and just sort of leave it connected that way. So there's always sort of like this zigzag on my liner for my wing, and that's just the way it is for my eye. It's just sort of the way I have worked and manipulated to do a wing liner for my eye shape, to where it looks like a wing when it's open. Because if I try and do it the normal traditional way, how most girls are able to do their wing liner, when I open up my eye, you either won't see the wing, or it'll look like the wing's like in one spot and the rest of my liner is somewhere else. So I'm pretty happy with the way this looks on this eye. So now we're going to move on to the other eye and see if we can get it to somewhat match, because like I said, I have more lid space on this eye, so this eye actually is much easier to do a wing liner kind of the more traditional way without that sort of ledge skip thing that I have going on. But it also means that the liner doesn't always look exactly the same on this side as it does on this side. So it's can get a little tricky to manipulate the liner to look even on both sides. So again, I'm just working some in along the lash line, trying to sort of keep the thickness as even as possible on each side. And now I have to kind of look here to see. It's a little hard when you're blind to do even wings on your liner. So let's sort of see, okay. Just trying to see where I came out to try and get the line to look even, like my wings are in the same place. I think that one's a little bit longer, and this is where it starts to get tricky. Like I said, when you realize that they're not the same. I think I'm going to leave it alone at this point because I think this is going to be as close as I'm going to get. and I don't want panda eyes on camera. So I'm just going to finish out this line and hopefully not mess things up. I want to blink a lot, so this side is getting a little janky right now. Because all of a sudden, all that coffee that I drank this morning just kicked in, and now I've got the shakes all of a sudden now that I'm doing this second eye. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it. It's the line on, which eye did I just do? This side. The line isn't quite as smooth on this one, but like I said, my hands just started shaking like crazy from all the caffeine that I had this morning. So yeah, there you go. But that's how it goes sometimes, right? But it's not really all that noticeable unless you look really, really close. Trying to move this just a skosh. Okay. I knew I should have brought Q-tips with me. Okay, and I think that I actually feel like putting a little bit of shadow right on my lower lid. Before I do that, I'm just going to take some white eyeliner and I'm going to do my lower waterline with the white. And then I'm just going to take a teeny tiny brush like this. I'm going to go into that gray color and just do a really faint thin line about 3/4 of the way, just to give a little bit of definition to my lower lash line. Not a lot, just a little. See, just very faint, just a little. Okay, so next I'm going to go through my lashes. Because I did cream liner, some of it got onto my lashes, and so they're a little bit, ow, don't poke yourself in the eye with your metal lash comb, FYI, doesn't feel good. Just to break up my lashes again, because sometimes when I'm doing cream liner, I get on my lashes and then they bunch up, and then when you try and put mascara on, you have like 5 lashes. And that's not cute under any circumstances. And this is my favorite lash comb that I've ever gotten. The teeth are metal. They're very small. They're very packed together. My nose will not stop running. And there's no thick end. Perfect. You're just gonna have to wait for just a minute, Betsy. I'm almost done. There's a problem with her show on the computer. Okay, so next I'm using Jordana's Best Lash Extreme Volumizing Mascara. I love this stuff. I know there's something wrong with the computer, and I can't fix it right now. Sorry, there's going to be a meltdown on the computer. Or on camera. We're going to have a meltdown. You guys are all going to hear her meltdown.
I need my soap right now.
Well, I can't, sweetie. Okay, so I'm just going to do mascara. I'm sorry about that, everybody. 4-year-old meltdown. Yay. But this is my new favorite mascara. It's, I believe, under $4. You can get it at Kmart or CVS. I know both of those places sell it. CVS, it's usually next to the register on the Jordana display is usually next to the register in the beauty department, the makeup department. And this stuff is just amazing. It can get a little on the clumpy side, which is where this comes in so handy because you just run it right through the clumps. It breaks it up. It's just, I love it. This to me is the closest to the Mally volumizing mascara, which is my all-time favorite mascara, and I have been on the hunt for a drugstore dupe, and I feel like this is the absolute closest that I have been able to find to a drugstore dupe for that mascara. So I'm just going to do 2 quick coats because I need to get this done and get back to her and help her with her TV show. She's watching Netflix. She's watching Daniel Tiger, which seems to be the new hybrid of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. It's like all the characters, but it's a cartoon. And that's sort of her favorite right now. My hands are shaking like crazy. Hopefully I don't smear this. I'm doing just a little bit on my lower lash line because I feel like it looks better on me to have at least a little bit of mascara down below. So there we are. Mascara. Love it. Okay, so for blush, I'm just going to keep it fairly simple and light, nothing too crazy. I'm using a color that I feel like is fairly universal. This is Physicians Formula. This is from their Happy Mood Boosting line. This is the Glow and Mood Boosting Blush in Natural. This is the color. It's a series of colors. It's pinks and corals and mauves and a little bit of like a sort of like a taupey color. So I'm just swirling all around and I'm gonna work it in. And since everything else is pretty matte, I don't mind doing a little bit more of a shimmery blush. I didn't do a lot of highlight for this look because I wanted to keep it sort of classic, and I feel like if you start doing like a lot of highlighting and contouring, then you kind of take away from that real kind of classic look to the face. I'm pulling hair out. So this is the color. Again, I don't know what the lighting is like in here, so I don't know how well you can see what's going on. Okay. So there you go. Just very simple, not heavy, just a nice clean look. Again, if you were going out, you could amp up the cheeks a little bit more also. To take this from day to night, and I apologize for how long this is taking. So for lips, I'm only using a liner. This is actually my favorite red right now. It's also by Jordana. It is the Easy Liner for Lips in Sedona Red. It is very, very creamy. I forget how much these are, but they are super, super cheap. This is the color. It's so pretty. I feel like this is probably one of the most classic red colors that I found so far. And I love this liner. Absolutely love it. I wear it as just my lipstick. And it's very creamy, so it doesn't dry my lips out. So I'm just going to put this on and apply it all over my lips. And I should put a disclaimer at the beginning of this that you guys could skip through if anything gets boring. Since I'm not the most masterful editor, and you guys are going to see all this. So there you go. I just love this color. It's such a just sort of like classic true red to me. It's not too blue, it's not too orange. It's just that very like saturated true red. So there you go. And now I'm gonna try and quickly take my hair out. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I apologize that it took me a little bit longer than I really had anticipated. So I'm going to try and quickly take my hair down. And to anyone new who has subscribed to me since I've done a video, hello, how are you? Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sticking around. Even though I took a little hiatus at the end of the summer, I got sick, and then we just had a lot going on. It was just really, really busy with the end of summer with the kids. And yeah. So anyways, I guess I was gonna announce this, but since I'm working on my hair, I will just announce. I just ripped it out. I can't see what I'm doing, so I'm not being very nice to my curls. I was gonna announce this, but since I'm doing my hair, I will just announce this now. I'm super excited. Super exciting news for me. There's been an event that I've been wanting to go to for quite a few years now, and it has not worked out for us to go. And this next time around, it is working out for us. So I am going to Viva Las Vegas next year. Yay! I'm so excited. We have our tickets. We have our room booked. We are staying at the Palms, so if any of you are going, I know the Palms still have rooms. Well, I don't know for sure if they do, but they did as of last month. That's when we booked.